Hi, this is Brandon from Bulldog Rooter. I am here at 6007 North Greenwood Boulevard. I'm here with David Lane. What we're looking at kind of right now is the main sewer line for that address. As you can see, it looks like the bottom of the pipe should be at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. As you can see, we're holding a little bit of water there, and then of course we have, a majority of the pipe taken over by these roots. You can see as we push out right here, we're completely underwater. That's just about 6 inches ahead. So we're going to start pulling back a little bit and kind of tell you what we're running into. So about right here, you can kind of see a little bit more of the pipe. It looks like the roots are coming in kind of from the top of the pipe, maybe a little bit on the side. We do suspect that this is a material called Orangeburg. Orangeburg was put in during about the late 40s through the 70s. It's compressed wood pulp and tar paper. So as you can imagine, that's not the best material to use for a sewer pipe. What it basically does is ovalizes. First it bulbs, then it ovalizes, and then eventually collapses. So you can see right here, about towards the middle of your screen, you can see that the roots have easily covered half of this pipe, making it very hard, for solid waste, toilet paper, debris, that kind of stuff to get through. We've kind of made a little tunnel here for our camera, and yeah, you can kind of see about 36 feet away from the house. When we started out, we were about 42, almost 43 feet away from the house. And it's just, it's been caved from roots. And then, we'll have to kind of give this video to our shop foreman to kind of decide. He'll have a better idea on what kind of pipe it is. It's kind of indefinite right now, just because it's covered, in sludge and this giant root mass. So yeah, as you can kind of see, we've just made a way for our camera to go through. We cabled this once. Cabled out 125 feet. Obviously didn't clear too much of this, and then right here you see this is kind of roots, sludge combined. We put a blow bag in the line for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Basically all a blow bag is a pressurized fabric balloon. We'd hook it up to some sort of water supply, and it basically just uses house pressure to jet a stream of water through the line. That, kind of a lot of the time can clear out sludge. Obviously nothing this severe. What we would use, and if we can use, we will use what's called a jetter. It shoots pressurized water. It's basically the same thing as a blow bag, just on a much bigger scale. We can put up to about 4,000 psi, and as you can see right here, we're completely submerged in water. And I kind of forgot to point out, but a little bit further along in the line, we kind of got in more of a sludgy area than roots. We pull back a little bit here. I mean, you can see how it literally just folds on top of each other, or on top of itself. That's kind of why a cable will do nothing to it. It'll push right through it, and then it just caves in on itself eventually. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. Should this pipe be in the condition and the right type of pipe to commercially jet, then more than likely that will get it sparkly clean. But until we can figure out what kind of pipe it is, what kind of condition it's in, and everything like that, we would kind of like to hold off. And then just right here, I mean, you can see how dense that sludge is. I mean, been holding since about 27 feet. We're at just creeping up on 17 right about now. Yeah, this line, technically, we do have it open and flowing as far as we can tell. Right here we're about 12 feet from the clean out. You can see there's a little bit of a root mass there. Notice how the pipe is just very sludgy. I believe we are close enough in to be in cast iron, maybe by the sounds of it. Possibly clay tile too. Pulling back here, we're about 7 feet away from the clean out at this point. Coming back. There we go. Now we're for sure in cast iron, which is where we're going to be coming up. And this guy right here is the clean out in the basement of 6007 North Greenwood Boulevard. My name is Brandon Redler. I am here with David Lane, and that was your video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.